Makoko, one of Africa's biggest slums, is being demolished. Makoko has been home to hundreds and thousands of people for over 100 years old. What is Makoko, you may be wondering? Makoko is an informal settlement on Lagos Lagoon. Like I said, it has existed for over 100 years old. This community has lots of residents who, most of them are fishermen who have roots and ties to Togo and Benin Republic. Makoko is sometimes, referred to as the Venice of Africa, but in my opinion, it is quite the opposite. There's a group of people who have been trying to turn Makoko into a touristy site, and honestly, I think at that time I had so much problem with it because Makoko is some people's reality. As harsh as it may seem, for some people, that's their home. It's a really harsh living condition. So at that time, sometime last year, 2 years ago, it really hurt me to see people turn Makoko into a tourist site. Anyone who comes to Nigeria is being given a trip to Makoko. I don't know, that just didn't sit right with me. Well, this community will soon no longer exist anymore, thanks to the Lagos state government, who is taking these people out of their communities with no plan on how to rehabilitate them. Makoko, as you already know, has caught the attention of, hundreds, thousands of people, if I may say. One of them is Kai Sinet. He was in Nigeria back in 2024 on a tour, and he visited Makoko. Kai Sinet streamed his experience in Nigeria and the world, America, and other part of the Africa as well, got to see Makoko firsthand through his live stream. People got to see the harsh living condition of children, hundreds, thousands of people who call this community home. Kai Sinet also visited a school in Makoko, and after that visit, he had pledged to, send financial support and also to build a school in Lagos, Nigeria. I think in Makoko, to support those kids who usually attend a particular school that he visited in Makoko. When Kai Sinet returned back to America, he hosted, he streamed live, for a month straight, and he did pledge that 20% of the streams of revenue, from that live stream would go into the school he was building in Nigeria. I'm going to show you a clip from 2024 when he's made this known on a live stream. Have a look.
So chat, let me show y'all. So this is how I want it to be, the school in Nigeria. I want it to be on some shit like this, AMP logo in the front. AMP logo in the front, double stacked up. So this month a lot of the money is going straight to here.
There was also a YouTuber who visited Lagos, Nigeria a couple weeks ago. He was in Makoko. I'm going to show you that clip and things that he had to say during his visit. Have a look.
So this is part of the ocean, or is this a lagoon?
This is lagoon.
This is lagoon, okay. Man, it's... Hello! Wow. And then one thing you notice that how happy are the people. They are just smiling, they are just waving at you. Like you can understand their you can understand their living conditions, but people are still happy and they push through.
Ever since last year, the Lagos state government have been carrying out demolition in this community. They claim that all this is for safety and urban renewal reasons. Sometimes you guys see Makoko, I don't think we understand how big Makoko is, the population of Makoko. The Guardian Nigeria reported that almost or around 300,000 people live in Makoko. So guys, I'm going to put that in the context for you. That is a whole community, whether you like it or not, whether it's glamorizing or not, whether it's an eyesore or not. That's a whole community. That's all they know. So the way you live in your banana island, the way you live in your Ikoyi, the way you live in your Lekki, that's how they live in their own Makoko. For some of them, their parents were probably born there, and they were also born into that community. So that's all they know. That's where their friends go to school, that's where their church is, that's where their friends, their cousins, their relatives, that's a whole community. Whether it's informal or whether you don't like it, those are people's reality. Yeah. So it makes me wonder, do the government have plans for these people? We're going to get into that in a second. The Guardian Nigeria reported that about 3 people so far have lost their lives because of this demolition. And that's because They say that the Nigerian police is tear gassing this community because they want people to move away so they can demolish this place. And because of that, 2 kids have lost their lives. How careless. I'm not even surprised because the Nigerian police, you know what they know how to do best? Tear gas. Tear gas, tear gas, tear gas. Now the Guardian is reporting that 2 that's children. There's 3 people, but 2 children lost their lives in this process. If you go on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, or X rather, you will see people posting videos about, their homes being demolished. People say they don't have a plan. Some say they don't even know where to spend the night. Some say they don't know where to go to. Some people claim that the government didn't even inform them about their demolitions. However, there have been reports that suggest that the government have been warning and telling the community that demolition is on the way. But people claim that they were not aware. The government just came one day and started demolishing. Some people have showed videos, which I'm going to show you, of how they've lost their homes, their communities. I'm going to show you some of those videos and I want you guys to have a look. Now, I'm going to show you an interview clip. Shout out to, I'm going to put his name in the description box. He shared some videos with me of Makoko. So he gave me first-hand videos of what the situation in Makoko looks like, and I'm going to share that with you guys. I've shared that earlier. I'm just going to show you guys, and this is an interview clip, but this man is speaking Yoruba. I don't understand Yoruba. I can't translate for you, but I'll try to get the English part out so that you who don't understand Yoruba can listen to what he had to say. Have a look.
Yeah, this man say he don't do more than 45 years, and the time when they won't come here, they don't tell them. They just come scatter all the 3 hours where he get, and then lost his children, 1, and for a year. Since last week now, he no see that his children 1, and they all in load. All of them are in the outside here, so I don't follow water go. And then the thing with this Baba talk, now say we didn't tell them before they come scatter everything like that. Now they carry load one by one, go in village back, and then he don't know anything. They just scatter 3 hours for a year.
Now, I'm not saying that Makoko should exist forever. Yes, Makoko is an eyesore and something something should have been done a long time ago. But the problem is, it's not even, my question is, does the government have plans for these people? Because if you're taking them out of their community, you have to rehabilitate them. You have to have plans for them because these are hundreds of thousands of people. They're going to flood your community. They're going to flood your streets. They're going to flood Lagos. So I'm even wondering, are we going to see an increase in crime now? Because we have people who are now going to be homeless and they need to make ends meet. They need to feed. They need to live. They need to clothe themselves. Are people going to be forced into illegal activities because they are looking for a safe refuge because the government has snatched what they had away from them without giving them rehabilitation? So now, I don't know, Lagos State government, do you have plans for these people? What is going to become of these people? Because if you don't have plans, they have plans for you. And, there have been rumors online about what the government plans to do with this land. We've seen videos of land being reclaimed in the Lagos Lagoon close to Makoko. Well, I just hope that if there is going to be any sort of development, it's for public interest, like bridges, roads. Because if this is reclaimed and used for real estate to enrich the 1%, wahala go deal. There's going to be a problem. That's going to be evil. I don't even think we should be reclaiming lands because time is coming when the ocean, the water will fight back. So we shouldn't even be reclaiming lands. Guys, I'm going to show you some clips of lands being reclaimed. Have a look.
In 2025, a major transformation is underway. The Lagos State government, in partnership with various stakeholders, has launched an ambitious sand filling project aimed to reclaim land from the lagoon to create space for housing, commercial development.
I'm hoping that I'm just hoping that things work out well for these people. And I'm hoping that Lagos State government has a plan for this community. because if there's no plan, I fear for what the impact of this would be. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today, and I hope that this video was informative enough for you, and I hope that you can reach out to anyone who lives in Makoko that you know. Just say a kind word to them, check up on them, because it's a hard time for them. In as much as some people want Makoko to go, some people want Lagos to become better, we cannot forsake the communities. We need to carry them along. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.